Hello everybody and welcome to the Truck Driver Diaries. How are you doing? Hello everybody.
Turn left.
This is the intro I should have done, so I've just realised I've gone completely wrong. Well, I'm going to try again. Right, ready? Hello everybody, it's Virtual Truck Driver Diaries.
Straight on.
Clap. How are we doing here today, guys? Welcome back. There's Lidl, so we dropped off yesterday, went literally up the road and got a new load. We're going to Iceland. Managed to get one to Rifle. I've butchered that, so I'm sorry if any Icelandic people watch. Didn't mean to offend you, I'm just English, I can't pronounce things well, so that's enough of a disadvantage.
Keep left and then turn left.
There's mass on the side of my chin. Thankfully it's on the other
Turn
side.
left.
Stop. Still got the brake problem, by the way. I've just spent 20 minutes trying to fix it. So the story of Sheila. It's the story of Sheila. Sheila is a code name we're using for a customer. Well, you know the coronavirus is big in the world at this minute in time, and in the United Kingdom as well. So the Prime Minister invoked rules, and one of them is no unnecessary travel. A rule that's been broken many times by many people. And yesterday I was talking to, so yesterday is 2nd of April for me. Yeah, 2nd of April. I've got two screens with the date on. Why did I contradict and second guess myself? It's the 2nd of April and it's 21:35 in the evening. Night. So, yesterday I delivered to Sheila. Like normal, she came out and she's like, Change, you alright? And I'm like, yeah, how you doing? She goes, I'm annoyed, what do I do about this? And waving this brown envelope in your face. I was like, if it's okay with you, can I read it? She's like, yeah. It's from the police. She got a
Exit now.
She got a £700 fine for unnecessary travel and £200 for court costs. That's about to happen because I take her to court. And I was like, what are you doing? She goes, well, every day this year I always go to Aberdeen. I'm like, why do you go to Aberdeen every year on this day? She goes, to walk the dog. And she had a smirk on her face, and I'm like, you're not telling me the truth. And she's like, I know, right? I said, why'd you really go? She goes, I've got this bloke up here. He was supposed to be my husband long ago, but unfortunately, no, wrong one. That didn't work. So I was like, okay. And she was like, oh yeah, I go up there because for the next 4 days, her bloke's wife, goes away with the girls, well, with her sister. She calls them the girls. She goes with the girls to go on holiday to Ibiza as part of a ritual thing they do before summer. So for them 4 days, she's out of the country. The bloke's wife is out of the country. So she goes to Aberdeen to walk the dog. What she means is she goes to Aberdeen to get laid. Spends 3 days with the bloke she loves. Unequivocally. Like, yes, she loves him. Big time. You know that glow people give off when they're talking about somebody they love? Yeah, she was given the glow. So I'm like, okay, Sheila, this is a bit too, you know, I'm a paper boy, not a, you know, I was going to call it agony but I'm not one of them people you can confide in. I'm not Jeremy Kyle. And she goes, I know, but you're young enough and I like you. And I'm like, whoa, you're crossing the line here now. So I can't, not like that, but I wouldn't mind having to go with you. And I'm like, this is getting inappropriate, I'm gonna leave. And she's like, this conversation's not finished. And I was like, yeah, it is. You know, when you're like, yeah, it is. I didn't say it to her, and in my brain I'm like, yeah, it is. So I go around, and this morning I see her again, and she's waiting for me out the window. She's like, I'm really sorry for what I said to you yesterday. And I was like, oh no, it's water under the bridge. She goes, no, will you consider my offer? And I'm like, no. There's nothing to consider. So, you know, thought that'd be the end of it. She's, oh no, I'm going to get the train up to go and see him. At least I can have 2 days with him this year. She's like, she just shouts at the top of the lungs going, fuck the police, fuck the coronavirus. And I'm like, whoa. I was just like, if I get contaminated or infected, I can just go to the NHS. And bearing in mind, my sister is working in hospital, Queen's Hospital, Burton. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to quietly just scoot out the door. Out the gate, I mean, sorry. Just way too close for wet weather. Put the back over a bit. And then she goes, I'll be back in 2 days, just keep looking for my papers and push them all the way through. And I'm like, okay, like normal? She's like, yeah. So, hopefully she'll forget about that thought of hers. But I hope for me it does, because I mean, she's alright, but it's just wrong, innit? But, yeah. I'm sticking at 55 because I don't want to, as we seen yesterday, I can crash easily on my own in the dry. So, yeah, it's just weird. I'm not upset by the comments, don't get me wrong, but not when you're being told this at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's just, yeah. It's just weird, isn't it? Oh, I haven't even told you about got on board. Oh, you're both going that way. That's the brake pedal's holding good and it's calibrating right, so. Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning to have a conversation like that, and I'm telling you, she doesn't hold me up for 10, she doesn't hold me up for like 5-10 minutes, she holds me up for like 35 minutes, and I feel bad for not talking to her, because she's lonely and she's old, and, you know, we're all going to get old and lonely at one point. Do you know what I mean? But she's just a lovely lady, don't get me wrong. She's good looking for an older woman, so hopefully she forgets why she's up there. But we'll go through tomorrow and see if the papers are there, and if she's there, then yeah, she's adamant she can get the train. I have a very big feeling I'll be seeing her again tomorrow morning. Oh, this is a really nice road, I was trying to remember.
Go straight on.
Yes, boss. Been down this road once, last time it was in a Renault when I was at night. I want to stay around this part of Europe and then try and get a load back to Dortmund to start off VTDD live. I will have special guests on VTDD live as well. I'll be talking to them via Discord, but they'll be on my truck phone. But yeah, gonna be weird, but the whole coronavirus thing is weird anyway. Oh, I haven't told you what I've got on board yet. No, that's not the button, that's the button. So we've got 13 tons of lamb stomachs, and we're taking them to the Sam Skip place in Rijefort. It's a trip distance of 1,300 and a bit kilometers. But yeah, the whole coronavirus thing is quite scary, and if you're not scared by it, then you're an idiot, because let's put wipers on the quick mode. If you're not scared by it, then you're an idiot, honestly, because it could be a global killer for all we know. Yeah, this episode might not even go out, and yet I'm still recording it anyway. Dedication, I'm calling that. I'm gonna knock the wipers down. There we go. There's some more to look like as a bus, but it's not at the top yet. Alright, braking in the wet. It's slowing down, that's right.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Press it really hard. I don't know if it's the load cell trying to react to the truck and what force of pressure would be. I'm just not too sure on that one yet.
Exit now.
I know it's wet and I shouldn't be racing, but I'm gonna get past. That was 50s, 80. Yeah. I just want to get past. Mainly so I don't crash into him again. That would be sensible now, because it's really, really wet up here. I'm supposed to be wearing my hat because I have to have some treatment on my head. But I can't wear a hat and do this at the same time. Sort his brakes out. I'm going to try with my left leg, just in case my right leg's gone weak again. I've got a problem with muscle around my knee on the right leg, and it causes me to sometimes lose sensation about how hard I'm pushing it. That's why it's good for the accelerator when I'm racing, because I can slowly bring it in, but normally I'll just proper ping the throttle, so that way if I can hear the car still accelerate, and then I know I'm pushing on the pedal. But lifting it off the pedal's fine, but applying the force is what is the problem. And for some reason when I'm in the truck I want a right foot brake, even though I've been brought up to be a left foot brake. All I've ever known is left foot braking. Oh, roundabout. For braking still. It's not like the seat or the flipping pedals move.
Take the second exit.
No, I want to push quite hard on my left foot as well.
Exit now.
Yeah, I'm having to push quite hard. Oh right, do I get fuel? What's the fuel looking like? Big white one. 487. Nah. I can't go in this way. I'm going this way then. Now I say that, my right leg's really hurting at the minute. I've got the flipping mid-lift up. That's not going to work. There we go. I've had the mid-lift up the whole time. No wonder it wearing out my brake. Because there's an extra set of brakes in the air doing nothing. I'm an idiot, I should have checked, but I should have been looking at the dashboard probably. Still not going to tank it though, cause just in case my brake pedal is playing, if I had just less speed to brake before, if you get what I mean. Alright, so doing well, my right leg is really hurting now. Sheila, she's a nice woman. She gives me 20 quid at Christmas, so I'm not going to mention my favourite customer. She knows what my birthday is. She's probably the only paper, bonded with, I don't know, I think one of my customers might have passed away because of the coronavirus, but I'm not too sure. I'm still trying to find out, but the shop where my dad works is also where we do the papers from, and they got a willy head, if you get what I mean, working in there, and he's just so blasé about everything, and he doesn't write things down. He's just like, yeah, I'll tell him, and then forgets to tell people. It's like earlier on in the year, we forgot to tell him, because my dad's the head of the HND, which is Home News Delivery. And he forgot to tell my dad that one of the kids had been knocked off his bike by a foreign driver taxi from a country that starts with a P. So yeah, he forgot to tell my dad, because my dad's got duty care over the kid, all the paper deliveries. So the family got in contact with us directly on our direct house number, and they were like, oh, you know who's knocked off his bike? And we were like, no. She goes, well, I did phone the shop, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake, really? And she's like, yeah, he got knocked off. He busted his shoulder, dislocated his elbow, and broke his wrist. So he was alright from what he could have been. Still not acceptable, so he's on paid leave at the minute. And from what it sounds like, his sister had to go into self-isolation, and his older brother is in hospital with it being the coronavirus. So shame. But what I do with the customers who have lost the paper, for example, if somebody's what I feel has the paper passes on, what I do is I pay the bill for them. I pay the final bill for them, so they don't have to worry about it, and it's a little gesture for me to say thank you. Some of these guys have been delivering them for getting on about 9 years now. So I pay the final bill for them. Like I said, no, basically, thank you. So I'm gonna have to find out if the person has died, because if he has, then, well, I know him personally. I picked him up many times off the floor when he's disabled and he's old and frail. And there's been many times where he's opened the door and he's been sat on the floor and actually fell out of bed and he can't pick himself back up. So, just because you have to ring, he's been told to ring an ambulance when he falls out of bed to come pick him up, making sure he's alright, check him over, and then either take him to hospital or leave him alone. He was telling me the call for
get ready to turn left.
Oh, turn left, sorry. He told me that and the call log as well said that he phoned for an ambulance.
Turn left.
At about 10:20 the night before, and he was still on the floor, and I was there at 7 AM. Well, I started my van at 7 AM, so it's probably 20 past 7 when I get to him. And many times I've picked him up off the floor. It's just wrong. The whole system is wrong in this country. And now we've got a pandemic, and we've had to ask for volunteers to come and work in the NHS. You know, 800,000 people sign up because we're British. We're more kin together when we're in the poo like this. And you have to ask retired doctors and nurses to come back to our power. It's just wrong. And then you find out that the hospital hasn't even got the basic PPE for this. PPE stands for personal protection personal protective equipment. I got 2 P's the wrong way around. That's why I didn't sound right when I had my mouth. And my sister's like, yeah, and then I was watching the news with my dad earlier, and it's like talking to this nurse in America who's had to wear the same mask. You're only supposed to wear the same mask for up to 4 patients. This hospital in New York is so overwhelmed and got nothing in stock that this nurse has been using the same mask for the last 5 days. And we think our system's bad. Not a patch on that. But we know nothing. It'd be nice if the government actually stopped lying to us. Because this woman in Spain, she's trapped over there. She's English and she's trapped over there, so she's making daily vlogs. And she was saying that the government's lying to you. What happens is you get the poos, and then you have diarrhea, then you get a cough, and then you get the high fever, and then you get the poo, we get diarrhea again, except it's like more explosive this time. And then you'll start farting and burping, and then you'll start to feel like nauseous, and then you feel dizzy. And then if you go to sleep, it doesn't work, and you end up waking up either vomiting or diarrhea everywhere, or both if you're lucky. So I do feel wrong. So wrong. You say what you want about the English, we do look after our own. I couldn't be more proud of my sister, and I know my sister watches this.
To turn right.
Because when she's on night shift, she watches this series and she watches the racing. My eSports, so she knows what's happening.
Turn right.
And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of everyone in the NHS. from admin staff to paramedics to surgeons to nurses. I'm proud of my sister. I really am. No, and I've always said it. I'm not saying it just because the coronavirus happening. I'm saying it because I always say it. And I am proud of my sister, and I was worried. She knows the shit out of me, frankly. No, I've gone down the wrong one. Yeah, that was wrong. What I'm thinking of doing is driving around the Faroe Islands. Get the places unlocked, and then we could try and pick up some loads. Storm, I suppose, isn't it? Huh. Let's have a look. Wow, 200 clips. It's not worth it, but we'll have a little drive around. Yeah, we'll have a little drive around, no harm in that.
Let's do this.
So the reason I put my eyes on every time I go in the ferry is because refrigerated loops need what you call plugins. So they plug, while you're on the ferry, they'll plug your fridge in so you can keep your produce all soft and fresh. Because if the engine's not running and the fridge isn't, well, the fridge can run on its own diesel supply, but in an enclosed,
Get ready to turn left.
in an enclosed space like a ferry, you can't have them
Turn
on
left.
because it'll give off emissions that'll kill people. Come on. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Mr. Fire Engine Man. Thank you.
Turn right. Go straight on.
Yep. It's nice up here, actually. I'm thinking of getting a base up here. I've been toying with that idea for a while now. But I don't know, this whole situation's messed up. Oh yeah, my dad's working shift in the shop as well, down until. And during this, he's been like, right, he's getting annoyed because
Exit now.
the older people over 70 were told to stay in 3 weeks ago and stay at home, and they haven't. And they keep coming in asking for a lottery, and my dad's like, come on, that's not essential, is it? She's like, I don't care, I want my lottery. Oh, and then she'll buy 150 quid worth. This woman will buy £157 worth of scratch cards and lottery, right? And she'll stand there on the till and on the, you know, the counter where you get served, and she'll scratch them all out. So you can't serve anybody. Well, my dad serves her because he's blatantly rude about it. because he's had enough of her. So he's just like, next person please, I'm working over her. And then when she does win something, she'll spend on cigarettes. No, seriously. Dad said that she won a big amount, like 500-600 quid or something, the other day, and she spends it straight away. Cigarettes, tobacco. Oh no, sorry, she saved £100 of it because she had to go and see a man about a baggie.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
What that means is she's off to see a man to get some weed. And I'm not lying, I'm genuinely telling the truth.
Reroute.
She'll buy, you know it's true, because she'll buy filters and cigarette papers. Since when have we been able to get a ferry like that? Didn't know that.
Recompute.
What can you do?
Reroute.
I think I've just hit one of the axles to go up. Saying thank you to the captain. You're alright. Hello Iceland. You're looking beautiful. I've not been up here since I have a new graphics card. Oh, it's nice. Get
Ready to turn left.
Get a nice solid 60 FPS as well.
Turn left.
Yeah, nice solid 60 FPS. You have to agree with me, this whole situation in the world at the minute is just wrong. And the situation in the UK, especially England, is not being helped, but it's not been helped that the government have been cutting and reducing staff numbers and stuff like that. That's what's not fair about the situation, is the fact that there's hardly any staff now, there's hardly any equipment, and you know, and too many sick people, too little equipment. Whoa. No, this thing's sliding already. Jesus. Cool. I'll have to go into manual in a minute. I'm contemplating putting the axles up to get more weight on the drive wheels. Gosh, things on the steering big time. I don't want to give it the full beans because it might just spin. I'm actually going to put it in the fresh snow. There we go, a little bit more traction. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I'm overriding the gearbox.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Sorry.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, we're here.
Turn left.
Alright. Yes, boss. Oh, it's only 10 past 10. Okay. Might record another one. That's the fastest way to get killed, mate.
Get ready to turn left.
Can't remember when Iceland was brought in on pro mods.
Turn left.
Man, everybody loved it. Still do, from what I'm hearing. Right, there's snow on that road, so be careful, some up here. Everybody loves coming up here. Everybody asks for like Iberia, when I mean Iberia I mean Spain and Portugal, right? But secretly everybody loves coming up here. And Ireland. Ireland, when that was announced, was, oh my god, people were celebrating like they just won the World Cup. And I'm gonna put up to 17 cruising. Not rushing. Don't need to. These lights are amazing. Just gotta get used to moving my head again. Just when I'm eSporting, I don't need to move my head because I'm just looking straight on. I have to move my eyes. So get back into the use of moving my head a lot more. Put cruise control on 50 because I know it's coming. Yeah, nice like 60 FPS up here.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Just gonna wait for this car to come through. Really nice up
Get
here.
ready to turn left. Turn left.
Just gonna wait and give him the. Good boy. Here you go. Well, this was a fun trip. Really enjoyed it. It's really nice up there. Still.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Here we are, safe and sound.
Yes, we are. Rainstorm, icy roads, slipping, crashing, probably some shoddy parking coming up. I'll take it. everybody, thank you for watching this episode of Virtual Truck Driver Diaries. My name is James and I hope you all have a brilliant day, and I'll see you soon for another episode. Nah, find another load I think. Alright everybody, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.